Hey you, your body's not broken. It was perfectly designed by God for you. This is a truth I believe with everything in me. Because I lived the opposite for years and I found my way back, and I want that for you too. Whatever your symptoms have been telling you, whatever the tests have or haven't shown, whatever you've tried and hoped for and been disappointed by, your body has not been betraying you. It has been speaking to you faithfully, precisely, in the only language it has. And today, we're going to learn how to listen. So whether you're walking right now, moving through the morning fresh air, or driving with the window cracked open, I'm glad you're here. This next 20 minutes is yours. No protocol, no push, no fixing, just you and your body, and a realm of infinite possibilities. Maybe for the first time in a long time, that healing is not only real, but it's already on their way. My name is Laurence. I spent years at war with my own body. Chronic illness, inflammation, a list of symptoms that felt like a life sentence. Hopeless. I had tried everything. I gave my power away to everyone like it was fraîche croissant a Sunday morning in Paris. No kidding though. And the healing I was so desperately searching for outside of myself was living inside me the entire time. What changed everything wasn't a supplement, it wasn't a cleanse, it was a single shift in how I understood my body. From something broken that needed fixing to something intelligent that needed listening to. That shift is what I'm offering you today. This is your healing body activation, and it starts right now, exactly where you are. First, I want you to take a deep breath. Just one, deep into your belly, and let something soften that you've been holding on. Today is about something much more tender and much more powerful than any of those. Today is about coming home to yourself. I want to acknowledge something before we go any further because it matters to me. You have been strong for a long time. I don't know your specific story, but I know you. I know the woman who is drawn to a nodule like this one, the woman who is still seeking, still open, still willing to believe that something more is possible, even after everything she has already tried. And I know that woman has been holding on for a long time. Maybe it's been years of symptoms no doctor could explain, years of trying protocols, cleansing, elimination diets, supplements, feeling hopeful and then not, years of waking up tired, years of your body not feeling like yours. Did you ever felt trapped in a body that was holding you back? Or maybe it's more quiet than that. A low hum of depletion that you've just learned to live with. A feeling of being slightly off, slightly disconnected, slightly less than you know you could be. And you've been so good at functioning through it that sometimes you forget you're not actually okay. Here is what I want you to know about that. The places in your body that have been guarding, the tension in your jaw, the tightness in your chest, the knot in your belly that never quite releases, those are not signs of weakness. They are signs of an extraordinary body working for you. Your body learned to brace. It learned to hold. It learned that vigilance kept you safe. And it has been doing that job without rest for as long as you've needed it to. But my love, the hard season is ending. Your body is still waiting for the signal that it's allowed to stand down, that the battle is over, that you don't have to hold everything together by yourself anymore. And that signal, it doesn't come from the outside. It doesn't come from a doctor or a test result or the right supplement finally arriving in the mail. It comes from you. It comes from this moment. Right now, as you're breathing, as you're moving, as you're listening to this moment where you begin to turn toward your body with something you may not have offered it in a very long time. Kindness, care, self-love, devotion. I need to say this because the world has been telling you the opposite for years. Nothing is wrong with you. Not your sensitivity, not your emotions, not the way you feel things deeply and carry them in your body. Not your slow metabolism, your heavy periods, your reactive gut, your tired skin, not your brain fog, your anxiety, your inability to push through the way you used to. Your body is a brilliant and complex living intelligence, communicating with you in the only language it has. Those symptoms are sacred messengers. They are not your enemies. They are not punishment. They are your body asking, sometimes gently and gracefully, but if we don't listen, sometimes very loudly and painfully, for something different, for rest, for nourishment, for honesty, for release, for space, for boundaries. And the moment you stop fighting them, the moment you stop trying to silence them or override them or feel ashamed of them, and instead you get curious, what are you trying to tell me? Everything begins to shift. Here is something I want you to feel into. Not just understand with your mind, but put your hand on your heart and feel this. Your body has been on your side this whole time. Every healing crisis, every uncomfortable symptom has been your body doing what it was designed to do. Moving, clearing, adapting, restoring, protecting. The body is not fighting against you, it is fighting for you. It has always been fighting for you. The heart that has beaten over 100,000 times today without you having to remind it. The liver quietly filtering 24/7 without you thinking about it. The lymph slowly moving. The cells doing their invisible work. You are a walking miracle. Do you realize that? I mean that with all my heart. You are not a failed wellness project. You are a living being with magnificent intelligence and resilience who has simply been carrying more than any body was designed to carry alone. And you don't have to carry it alone anymore. Now I want to talk about something that I believe every cell in my own body. Now I want to talk about something that I believe with every cell in my own body, because I lived it. You have the power to heal yourself. Not because healing is simple, not because it happens overnight, not because willpower alone will get you there, but because your body contains right now, in this very moment, the blueprint for its own restoration. The intelligence, the memory of wholeness, the pathways to repair. Healing is the body's natural state. It is not something you have to force it toward. It is something you have to stop blocking. Think about what happens when you get a cut. You don't instruct your body on how to heal it. You don't manage the process and coordinate or supervise the cellular repair of your skin. You simply create the conditions. You clean it, you rest it, you protect it, and then you trust, you blindfoldly trust with no effort. Healing the whole body works the same way. When you flood your system with living nourishment, your body responds with vitality. When you create space for rest, real rest, slow rest, rest that is not earned, but simply received with your whole being, Your body uses that space to do what it has been waiting to do. When you move the lymph, open the detox pathways, nourish at the cellular level, the body doesn't hesitate. It goes. The healer is inside you. She has always been inside you. You don't need to be saved. You need to be supported. You need to be nourished. You need to be heard. And you need to give yourself the one thing that unlocks all of it. The radical decision to believe that healing is actually possible for you. Not for other women, for you, my love. Not someday, but now. You can believe that healing is actually possible right now. This is not wishful thinking. This is not bypassing the reality of what you've been through. This is the most grounded, evidence-based truth. The body heals when the conditions support it. You can create those conditions. You already are. I want to invite you into something now, something softer. What if you approach your body with wonder and curiosity instead of frustration? What if instead of asking, why won't you work? Why am I sick? You ask for, what are you showing me? Be curious about it. What if the bloating was not a problem but a message? What if a fatigue was not a weakness but a boundary your body was drawing for you? What if the skin breakout, the anxiety, the PMS, the extra weight that won't move, what if all of it was your body pointing toward what needs attention, what needs release, what needs love? The body speaks in subtle sensations. It's the only language it has. In cycles, in a refined somatic language, the tight throat before the hard conversation, the belly drop of intuition, the aliveness that rises when you do something that feeds your soul. Your body knows things your mind cannot access. And when you quiet the noise, the protocols, the research spirals, the comparing yourself to her, when you get still enough to listen, you will hear it. The body is not confused. It is not betraying you. It is saying very clearly, in the only way it knows how, I need you. I need you to come back to me. I need you to stop fighting me and start listening. So right now, as you're moving or driving, I want you to do something. Send a breath of love to your belly, to your gut, to your liver, to your womb, to the deep insides of your body that has never stopped working for you. Don't analyze it. Don't overthink. Just breathe love into it and say, I am here for you. I am not going anywhere. I am finally listening. That moment, that small, quiet moment, is where healing begins. I want to close with something that I believe is the most important thing I will say today. When you approach your healing, when you approach your body, your life, your future with open-hearted belief that everything's possible, something shifts. Not just emotionally, not just spiritually, but physically, biologically in the body itself. A nervous system that believes it is stuck, that has given up, that is waiting for the verdict. That nervous system does not heal at the same rate as one that is alive with possibility, with curiosity, with that felt sense that something good is coming. Hope is physiological. It changes the chemistry of the body. It changes what the cells are signaling to each other. It changes the environment your healing lives in, the space around it, the conditions around it, and everything is possible. I am living proof. I was at the lowest point, chronic illness, acute inflammation, a list of 25 symptoms, no hope of healing on meds forever. I tried to give my power away to doctors, to experts, to anyone who might save me. And nobody could, because the healing I needed didn't live out there. It lived in here, in my heart, in my body. My true healing started with a mindset shift. In the moment I decided to stop waiting, to stop managing my symptoms and start trusting my body's ability to restore and rejuvenate itself. To stop seeing my body as a problem and start seeing it as a partner. To stop trying to fix myself and start nourishing myself. Emotionally, physically, spiritually. The body I live in today, the vitality, the clarity, the deep sense of being at home in my own skin, none of it would be possible if I had not first believed it was. You get to choose that belief right now. Not when you feel better, not when the tests come back clean, not when you finally find the right practitioner or the right protocol. Now, in this moment, in this body exactly as you are, believing you can heal is the first step to your life. You are not behind, you are not too far gone, you are not the exception to healing. You are a woman in the middle of her journey who is today choosing to believe, maybe for the first time, maybe again after a long time, that her body is capable of miracles. Because it is. You are. You are a walking miracle. That's a truth that's been proven time and time again. So love, as we come to the end of this walk, this drive, this moment you gave yourself, I want you to carry just one thing with you. Not a to-do list, not a protocol, not a plan. Just this. I am here for my body, and my body is here for me. I am here for my body, and my body is here for me. That's it. Simple, right? That is your foundation. When you approach your next meal, bring that energy. When you rest, bring that energy. When you choose a supplement or a cleanse or a practice, bring that energy with you. Bring that devotion to yourself, not as an obligation, not as self-punishment, but as devotion. Pure devotion. The highest form of self-love. Because that's what this is. Healing your body is an act of devotion to yourself, to the life you came here to live, to the woman you already are, waiting just beneath the inflammation and the fog and the exhaustion to finally, fully emerge. Emerge like a radiant goddess. She is not far away. She is not a distant goal. She is right here. She is you. In your wholeness, in your radiance, in the deep knowing that your body was always capable of this. Come home to her. She's been waiting. I love you, and I believe in you with all my heart, because the fundamental of healing is love. If something in this activation stirs something in you, and you feel ready to go deeper, I have 2 mentorship spots open for someone who is really, truly all in on healing their body, heart, and soul. If that's you, I'd love to work together. Check out the links in the description box.